Excusez-moi, savez-vous où se trouve le métro Châtelet? Oh. Sorry. Yes, no, English. English is good. English is my first language, actually. Um, I'm lost. Basically, I'm trying to. Yes, lost in Paris. It's a classic. What can I say? It happens to all of us, even those of us who've lived here 5 years. Um, you wouldn't have thought Châtelet was that hard to find either, particularly with Google Maps being a thing. But hey, phone's out of batteries, and yep, lost in my own city. Well, I mean, it's not really my city, I suppose. You know, the city of my birth is Scunthorpe, but less said about that, the better. Yeah. You're you're holidaying here. Maybe studying. Okay, cool. No, great place to study. Did you arrive recently? Yeah, I thought you must have. How did I know? Because you can't speak French. Bluntly, sorry. No, you'll pick it up pretty quick. Don't worry. It actually, when you have spoken it for a while, you just get it, so to speak. It just kind of, the logic falls into place, if that makes any sense. Even though the logic makes absolutely no sense at all, but it makes a lot more sense than English does. Let's be honest. And you know. As cities go, it's pretty cool. Are you just enjoying the Parisian evening then? Yeah, it's so beautiful. Early September. You missed August. Well done. August is it's not the best time to be here. The whole city shuts down for August. There's nothing to do. Everything's closed. Everyone goes on holiday. And it's absurdly hot, yes. Usually hits 40 degrees Celsius, that is, the measuring system that most of the world uses, because it makes sense, I guess. I'm just well, I mean no there's no judgment. I'm just saying, I mean, it makes sense to me that the temperature for freezing should be 0 and the temperature for boiling should be 100. I mean, that just makes sense. I'm sorry, I'm being really nasty, actually, aren't I? Sorry. And here I am, lost in my own city, like I can even talk about it myself. You're also lost. Well, there we are. You've got more of an excuse though, because you've just arrived, so to speak. Is your phone working at least? No, you haven't got a French SIM yet. Okay. No, I mean, there's a few. I'm with Free.fr, FR, FR. It's the French, like .com, but for France. I mean, they're not actually free, but they're really friggin' cheap, and they do like a package with the internet. So that's yeah. But yeah, no battery in the phone because I forgot to charge it, because that's the kind of person I am. I'm taking up all your time, aren't I? I'm sorry. I just sometimes you get taken by surprise, as it were, and off I ramble. Yes, I'd be happy to walk for a bit. Maybe we'll find find what we're looking for. What are you trying to find? Also the metro. Perfect. Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be Châtelet. We'll find a metro eventually. That is a pretty pretty standard thing in in Paris. Eventually, the metro is always there in the end. Métro c'est trop, as we say often. C'est trop. It's too much. The metro is too much. It's kind of like a slang. You know, if you have too much of something, you say, or if something is so. Dans août, Paris c'est trop chaud. It's too hot in Paris in August. But just to say trop is kind of a shortening of that, as it were, and métro c'est trop rhymes, so it's like a this way is as good as any. There is people walking that way, which is a good sign that there's something there. Oh, well, there's I mean, you can't really go wrong anywhere for food, to be honest. You know, if it's not a chain, and there aren't any chains really. You know, I've found like maybe 2 McDonald's the whole time I've lived here. Then you know the food is amazing. So you know, as long as you're not vegan, then Paris is a gastronomic delight, so to speak. Vegetarian's fine. Most restaurants will have, you know, salads and lots of cheese. So if you're okay with cheese, then you're good. If you go without cheese, if you're vegan, you're basically fucked. Put it bluntly, it's not a vegan-friendly city. Go to the Indian Quarter, or there's not much choice. But otherwise, that said, there's a few places I guess I'd recommend. Le Rose de France is a place on the Ile de la Cité, quite near what remains of Notre Dame Cathedral. It's very, very nice. Le Boulon Chartier is a very sort of traditional French restaurant. It's huge and it's quite cheap. And there's waiters just running around everywhere, like something out of Ratatouille, maybe. And if you head down to Aix-en-Mons, there's a nice restaurant there called La Garçonnerie, literally sort of the waiter shop, I suppose you'd call it. That's a favourite of mine. But yeah, I mean the food's. Oh, the bar! I need to tell you about the bar. This is a trick that took me forever to work out. Drinks are significantly cheaper if you drink it at the bar rather than sit at a table. So if you need a coffee, go in and sit at the bar, or you'll end up paying pretty much double. You know, an espresso is usually €1.50 or something at the bar, and like €3 if you get a table. So just there for a quick drink, sit at the bar. I don't know. It's like, you know, you're paying for the table service. If you sit at a table, it kind of gets rolled in. There's some law for it. France has just an extraordinary bureaucratic thing for laws that they don't really make much sense, but you kind of get in the rhythm, so to speak. I haven't seen a metro yet, have you? No. It is, it's really pretty. Yes. It's very pleasant walking with you. I don't even know your name. Oh, I mean, that is, it's a very pretty name. Would you like to get an espresso, maybe, or I mean, it is quite late. But maybe I don't know, a fusion verviament peut-être. That's that's like a herb tea. It's mint and vervein. It's verbena. You don't really get it much the rest of the world, but they're mad for it here. Could or go get oranginas and walk down to the Seine. I mean, it's probably that way to the Seine. You can usually tell because of the seagulls. And oh no, yes, that is the metro right there. It would. Yeah, of course, I absolutely understand if you need to go. I should. Yeah, I should be getting home anyway. But it was lovely to meet you. Yes. Could have my number. Unfortunately, I don't know it off by heart, and my phone is out of battery. Yeah. Do you have a number yet? Bugger. Well, yeah, no, I mean, it is a small city. I'm sure we'll bump into each other again at some point. I hope you enjoy your studies and, yeah, have a nice night. Ouais, un cappuccino, s'il vous plaît. Non, c'est seulement moi. Merci. Oh, hello again. You remember several months ago we were looking for the... Indeed, what are the chances? Yes, you can have my number now. Good evening, darling. I hope you enjoyed this romantic audio experience. Please don't forget to like, comment, share the video, and, of course, subscribe to the channel. If you want to hear more of this sort of material, please consider joining my Patreon community, where you'll have early access to future releases and exclusive content. To discover everything I do, visit goodeveningdarling.com.